But coming to take side and labeling the lady as a content creator for saying something as serious as this, I think that's the height of, this whole thing. And it's a fellow woman, and you know what women go through in the midst of men is there. There are a lot of predators. There are a lot of, men that dislike women, that want to frustrate women. They enjoy doing it to women. There are a lot of them like that. Then they want you to do people pro, all right? Give me this, I give you that. That is what it is. And this is what the allegation is all about. So let's tread the path of wisdom by conducting proper investigation to unravel the truth of this issue and be able to resolve it. I think that should be the best approach to this, and not taking side. Hello guys, welcome once again to Andy Media TV. We're going to narrow down on the issue that is still lingering on in the National Assembly between Senator Natasha Akpoti and the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Yesterday, the wife of the Senate President, during a press interview, made some, revelations on what she thinks may be the issue, that's lingering on. She kind of tried her best to salvage her husband, say that they have been a family member with Senator Natasha Akpoti's husband even before he got married to her. She represented the family during, their marriage ceremonies and, and all that. Let's take it one, after another. First, she said that the house that the Natasha Akpoti mentioned, that she, always, be in that apartment, and there's no way that the husband gonna, bring someone there, to the house, as the case may be. However, there was a program, activity going on that day, according to Nachata's story, and herself, the husband, and the Senate President were all working, together, and the Senate President held her hands, and they were a little bit ahead of the husband, who was on the phone, all right? So, and when he took her around the apartment and all that, and they came out, and he said, "Do you like my house?" And she said, "Yes." And that was, after that question, was when, he said to her that, "Yeah, we can create time and come over here, have some fun, and she's gonna like it, and stuff like that." So the woman said that, Akpabio's wife said that the husband is never alone. He's always, with people, even to eat, it is with people, and stuff like that. He was with the lady and the husband, all right? In as much as they were a little bit a step further from the husband. And there's no way the husband gonna hear exactly what they were discussing, because he is on the phone, as the case may be. So, but he perceived that there's something that transpired, and that was why he asked the wife, "What did the Senate President say to you?" In as much as he didn't disclose what he told her, but in the night, while they were on the bed, trying to, sleep for the night, he also raised the question again, which means the man knew that there is some conversation, that took place. His instinct must have told him, despite that he has been on the phone, as the case may be. So, but my point is, why is the woman being the one to come out to, debunk what Natasha Akpoti has said concerning the husband? I think the husband has the capacity to come out and say whatever he wants to say. He also have media aides who can speak on his behalf, because whatever the media aide said is officially him that said that. When the first incident happened in the floor of the Senate chambers during the reassignment of seat, it was his aides that came out and dished out the publication that landed them in a lawsuit. All right, so I think that the Senate President should be able to take up his challenge and deal with it. So the wife coming into the picture, I don't think it's something that we need to see concerning this, because it's not a family issue. It's a personal issue between Senator Natasha Akpoti and the Senate President. They are colleagues. They work in the same office. So I don't think it's wise for the wife to come in. And having said this, I also learned that she has filed a lawsuit on behalf of the husband, claiming 250 billion naira as damages. All right. So I don't know. She's not a party to the discussion. There's nowhere Natasha Akpoti mentioned her name in all her interviews, even in the floor of the Senate, even on TV, even at Ekaete, when she was called on the phone. So I don't know how she became party, to what is going on between two colleagues that works together in the office. So she kind of put up a claim that she knows her husband, and the husband is not that kind of person that's gonna, do what the lady has been saying. But let me remind her of this adage that said that a monkey said that he cannot vouch for the little monkey that is on his back, because he doesn't know if after she has passed that the little monkey stretched forth his hand to pluck the apple. But that he can only vouch for the little monkey in her womb, because he knows there's no way that one gonna come out. So for her to stick her neck to be saying what she's saying, I don't think is something that is quite important at this point, because the lady in question, Senator Natasha Akpoti, works with the husband. They are colleagues. So if she's claiming that at home, that she's always there at home and the Senate President is not always alone, what about the office? Does she stay with him at the office? Does she work with him in the office? No, she doesn't. And the lady in question works with the Senate President in the office as well. She says she went to his office to find out why her motions has not been read on the floor of the Senate. And the same proposal was also put out to her, that these are the reasons. Until you play this ball, you're not going to see anything happen. So, since the woman, Senator Akpabio's wife, does not work with him in the office, she doesn't know what transpires in the office, at the floor of the Senate, or inside Senate President's office. She's not aware of that. So even if she debunks whatever is happening in the House, what about the allegation in the office? So that is why I don't think she's in the best position to be the one to respond for the Senate President. He has his mouth, he has the capacity, to come out and, clear his name concerning this whole issue. Again, she went further to even call Senator Natasha Akpoti a content creator. I don't know why she felt that this is content, or she thought that this is just drama. For a woman of her capacity, she's a lawyer, she's a senator, and she's well exposed and intelligent and beautiful, to come out on air to put out this kind of allegation. I don't think it's a content creation thing. I think it's beyond that. And for her to stick her integrity, personality, and credibility, to accuse the Senate President, it means there's something more to that. And I concur with the former Senate President, Bukola Saraki, who put out a tweet stating that the Senate President is supposed to step aside so that the Ethics and the Privileges Committee can be able to conduct proper investigation concerning the allegation. And then he can be able to clear his name if he's not guilty. And I think that is the way to go. Because sexual harassment in the workplace is a very serious, issue anywhere in the world. People go to prison for that. So, and I believe that the Senator Natasha Akpoti, who was making this claim, must have her evidence to prove it in court, now that the defamation suit has been filed by the wife of the Senate President. So, for me, I think the statement made by Senator Bukola Saraki, the former Senate President, was in line with my own thinking, because issues like this, you allow proper investigation to be done. You step aside so that you don't influence the result of the investigation. And when the investigation is conducted, the report will be read at the floor of the Senate. And on that day, you have to step down for maybe the Deputy Senate President to be the one presiding, so that at the end of the day, if you are guilty, it's going to show. If you are not guilty, it's going to show. And the whole world will see how the process was transparent. And you have to appear before the committee to also air your own view. So I think if I were Senate President, I'm going to draw from what former Senate President Senator Bukola Saraki has said in that tweet. It's made a lot of sense. And being in that position before, and being in this kind of situation before, though not sexual harassment, I think is something that is critical for them to examine and to that step, so that there will be transparency and accountability when it comes to this kind of situation, so that other women working elsewhere should be able to understand that they are protected, because it's very important. The whole 109 senators, only 4 people are women, only 4 out of 109, so 105 are male. So you can imagine how dominated the environment will be for them, now coupled with this kind of situation where there is allegation of sexual harassment. So that's my take on that. Again, I heard that Senator Natasha Akpoti has made her position clear that the wife of the Senate President should step aside from this issue, that it is issue between her and the Senate President. And I concur with that. It has not got into family. It has not. That's why the husband of Senator Natasha Akpoti is not involved in the picture, apart from he was mentioned as being part of the the team that's working with the Senate President on that day at home. The night they called her through Senator Bamidele's number, to kind of to inform her of the apology concerning the nightclub statement made by the Senate President. Apart from that, there's no other place the husband was mentioned, and it was kind of witness. So I think the wife of Senator Akpabio should just step aside from this conversation, allow them to deal with their issues one-on-one. This is a workplace, issue, which the Senate, as it is, the National Assembly as it is, must have some policies on how it can be handled. So that would be my advice to her. And she need to understand that this is not about content creation. This is about issue. This is about someone's experience. Nobody is saying that Senator Akpabio is guilty or not guilty until investigation is carried out and the true picture of what transpired comes to bear. That's when the conclusion can be drawn. So, but be it as it may, we will recommend that she step aside from this conversation. There are two adults who can iron out their differences. Yeah, in the interview, there's a point she put up a proverb where she said that in their adage or in their dialect that there's a word that said if you want to eat a toad, you eat the one that is good enough or robust enough. I understand the adage. So that the husband is a married man and the woman in question is a married woman. So, but the fact is that it's not news that most married men cheat and most married women cheat. So it's not news. So I don't see the issue, bringing up that kind of conversation. And secondly, is he not saying that Natasha Akpoti is not beautiful enough, or she doesn't have a good body and shape, or she doesn't look good, that a man can look at her? So why are they interested in her pancake? So the point is, some of the issues she was raising in that interview wasn't something that has anything to do with this. So Natasha Akpoti is a very beautiful woman, intelligent woman, educated woman. She's a senator and she's a lawyer, for Christ's sake. So what is demeaning about her that a man cannot look at her or for whatever reason? So being a married man does not prevent men from cheating, or being a married woman does not prevent women from cheating. So it depends on the personality. That is the point. And like I've said earlier, you can always vouch for yourself. You stand for yourself. You don't know what the next person is doing behind the scene. You don't know. So I appreciate her, standing in for the husband, trying to protect his image and say all the things he said about how good the husband is, and the husband is not the kind of man that play that kind of game. That is the reason why she should be out of this conversation, because she made it clear that she can only speak for what happens in her home because she doesn't work with the husband at the office. And the allegation also is two-faceted. One was made at the home and the another was made at the office. So what about the one that is made at the office? You don't have any facts, you don't know what goes on in the office and stuff like that. So we leave it at that. They will sort themselves out. And like I've mentioned in this video, drawing clue from what Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, said, I think that is the way they should go. Let the Ethics and Privileges Committee do their work, carry out the necessary investigation, involve the police where necessary, because they need, if it's phone log, because I heard Natasha in her interview talk about WhatsApp call or something like that, they can be able to get out those calls and the voice call, what is in the in their conversation, so that we can prove if what she's saying is true or not. And I believe she too, before you come out to allege that somebody harassed you sexually, I believe she must have her own evidence as well, which we surface when the committee is sitting, or since they already pushed the case to court. So whatever channel they want to use to resolve it is up to them to decide. And I know the two families are very close. They are close families. They have close relationship, between the Natasha's family and the Senate President family. So they have been together. But for her to kind of jettison that relationship, to come out with this kind of allegation, it means this allegation is very critical to her. Because if you look at so many interviews she has had, her voice in the Ekaete family through the phone call, even the other day in Arise TV, she almost want to cry on TV, and kind of asking the interviewers to allow her time to say all the things she want to say. Even the nightclub one, she was not even allowed to, finish up. So when you look at the frustration in her, they say that he that wear the shoe know where it pinches. So she knows what she has gone through. She knows whatever she's saying. So I think the only thing that is required, and from the wife of Akpabio's perspective, she's not even seeing this thing as what women go through. I bet she was saying that the husband has worked with so many female, people who has never come out. Not one person has ever come out. But I think she forgot what happened in the Ministry of Niger Delta, NDDC, when the head of the NDDC then, Mrs. Nunia, came out and made the same allegation, how the man, sexually approached her, that she have to give him a dead slap. The video is everywhere. And it was then on news, telling her what to do, how to play ball, otherwise she will get it hot within the NDDC, when the husband, Senator Akpabio, was the minister of Niger Delta. So all this information are there online. So when she come out to say that there's no female who has come out to say the man sexually harassed her, there's one, which I have mentioned. Google it, you get the video online. It's there. So What you're supposed to be encouraging is seeing how, to kind of make peace, bring the lady in question, bring your husband and broker peace and find out what truly is transpiring. If your husband is really using his position to frustrate her, you speak for her. That's what I was expecting. Then if that's not the case, then she can apologize for what she has done. If you now decide to continue with your defamation case or whatever, then so be it. But coming to take side and labeling the lady as a content creator for saying something as serious as this, I think that's the height of, this whole thing. And it's a fellow woman, and you know what women go through in the midst of men is there. There are a lot of predators. There are a lot of, men that dislike women, that want to frustrate women. They enjoy doing it to women. There are a lot of them like that. Then they want you to do pro, all right? Give me this, I give you that. That is what it is. And this is what the allegation is all about. So let's tread the path of wisdom by conducting proper investigation to unravel the truth of this issue and be able to resolve it. I think that should be the best approach to this, and not taking side. Nobody is taking side with anybody. We are only calling for truth. We are only calling for justice. We are calling for transparency. We are calling for accountability. For whatever anybody does, it should be held accountable. If it's in a developed country, by now, the Senate president will be under pressure to resign, and the investigation will be done. And if he's found culpable, he go to jail. That's what other developed countries do. They don't protect, people that, deal abusively with women. They don't protect them. They expose them and put them to jail so that other women can be free to exercise themselves. So that's the way things are done. But in our crime, we continue to protect those who are in power, continue to protect those who are rich and wealthy, while their victims suffer. They keep blaming the victim for everything that they do. So let's even assume this thing happened. So is this what it should be like? How will the lady in question have closure? So that is the point we should be looking at. I'll make it clear one more time. Nobody is saying that the Senate president is guilty. Nobody is saying that the allegation that was put, before the Senate president is true. Nobody can say that until the investigation is done and the truth is unraveled. And when the truth is unraveled, that's when everybody can have closure and the matter can come to an end. And for that to happen, they need transparency. And Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, has made a recommendation of the step that need to be taken. It's not an issue of going to court. And when this step is taken, both Natasha can, decide to withdraw her lawsuit, and Akpabio's wife will also withdraw her lawsuit, and everybody will be okay. And there will be a new way, or a new working relationship between them. That's what it should be. So, well, I think, guys, I don't know what you may think concerning this whole issue, but I think the way it's going now, they want to make it a family matter, but it's not a family matter. It's a work-related environment issue. That is what it is. So, guys, put in a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. If you have watched, the wife of Senate President's video where she had the interview, you will understand what I'm saying. I don't want to make the video too long. That's why I don't want to attach the video here, but you can find it online and watch it, and you can be able to draw, the nexus between what we are saying here and what transpired in that video. So I'm going to leave it out there and look forward to reply to your comment. And then if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like and share this video. Share it until many women begin to see it, that yes, some people are speaking up for them, that there's hope that things can be better in the workspace environment. And then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and then click the notification bell so that as soon as my next video drops, you'll be among those that will be notified. I'm going to see you in my next video. Do enjoy your weekend. Have a wonderful day, and see ya. I'm signing out.